country looking for you. Never before in the history of CARICOM has a horn united a country against an evil, divisive prime minister, as has happened in the last 14 days. Keith Rowley, come down from there and come out. A prime minister holds great power. In a Westminster system, the prime minister controls the lives of the citizens in every form of fashion. This is why one must look at character development, education, heart, soul, family life, pure faith to elect a prime minister. When you make a mistake and elect a man who does not have these qualities, then you have a problem. I thought today I was in the twilight zone in a movie, because when I look at the Express newspaper and I see that Keith Christopher Rowley, yes, the very same Keith Christopher Rowley we know since 1969, could accuse a Labour leader of impeccable character who has carried himself well for decades in the public view of not respecting women. I say, boy, we really reach. And the mass media put that forward to you as if that was some sort of debate coming from the mouth of Keith Christopher Rowley. Rowley attacked Michael Anisette on spurious, unsubstantiated nonsense on a Facebook post with the Prime Minister face with his name, Keith Rowley name. And he said that he, quoting Rowley, Rowley said, "I am a public official who had to swear an oath of office. What have I ever," this is Rowley, not me, you know. This is Rowley, a little laugh, this serious thing. That man happened to be the Prime Minister. "What have I ever done that would cause you to accuse me of disrespecting women and children?" Well, Michael Anisette mightn't have time for you, Rowley. But I have all the time in the world for you. So I go drink medicine for Michael, and he said, I go answer your question here tonight in full detail. First of all, in 1969, you were a teacher. A teacher is a position of high respect and honor. And you, sir, used that position to get pum-pum from a girl of school age. And you impregnated that little girl. And you have a son now who must be about 53 years old, Garta Lane. That is not respectful. That is abusive. That is abuse of authority and power and trust, sir. In 2014, 2015, you were the leader of the opposition, a very powerful position in the Westminster system, a prime minister in waiting, and you went in the full glare of the public in San Fernando and South with everybody with their cell phones, with cameras, TV cameras, people in hot sun, and you held on to a 17-year-old girl for hour after hour without shame, live on TV, winding down the place while your wife and children and grandchildren were home watching it live, and you did not care. That is disrespectful, Keith Rowley. When you can, as a married man and an elderly married man, horn a woman and don't use a prophylactic and bring children after children into the world, not caring of the disrespect to that woman, not caring that the potential for disease, for STDs, for AIDS, for death, that you would take home to your beloved family, that is disrespect. I don't think you could be more disrespectful, Keith Christopher Rowley. When you do that, I will continue to answer. And let us be clear, because I see Boti Rive and some people trying to say Anil attacking Sharon. No. Anil is on Team Sharon. Enough respect, I do not judge. A woman of class, beauty, intelligence, and if she is happy, so be it. I'm not interested in her personal life whatsoever. I am interested in the people of Trinidad and Tobago and dealing with the miscreant, the degenerate that y'all made the mistake to elect. So don't say that Anil don't attack a woman at all. Now, let's deal with the issue. The issue is that Keith Christopher Rowley took an oath some 45 years ago. I wasn't in the wedding, but y'all could check the date. And in that oath of marriage, Keith Christopher Rowley would have said words like this: I, Keith Christopher Rowley, take you, Sharon Clark, to be my wife, to have and to hold, to love and to cherish, to respect till death do us part, according to God's holy law. In the presence of God, I make this vow. Then, for the next 4.5 decades, this is what Rowley's horny goatweed tale of the tape has shown about this vow that he took. And keep in mind, this is a vow to someone he claimed to love, passionate, intimate, care for, protect. I am saying this to you to now think about what he would do to you. 3 sitting cabinet female members right now. This on his tail of the tape. 2 female staffers from the OPM, some of them dipping in the chips in Tobago right on CCTV. 2 high female government officers who preside over powerful positions. 1 former cabinet colleague's wife. 1 current female newspaper editor. 1 current female political journalist. 4 current state board members and chairpersons. 3 female constituency staff members. 1 17-year-old who then received a HCC house at 21 when there are 150,000 people waiting for HCC house with children. But she could whine better than y'all. 1 girl of school age while he was a teacher. That is the tale of the tape of the man who took this oath to be a good man under God's eyes. Then Keith Rowley took the oath of office to be prime minister because he lied on Emailgate, he lied on Calder Hart and Patrick Manning, he lied and attacked his own PNM colleagues to covet and to attain the job and the office of prime minister. And he took this oath of office. So if he wasn't able to uphold that oath, all you now understand why we are in the darkest times we've ever been in. Because somehow people dip their finger for a man who has no caliber, no character, no will, and stands for nothing. I, Keith Rowley, do solemnly swear, he said, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago, and will uphold the Constitution and the law, that I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as Prime Minister and do right to all manner of people. This man put his hand on the Bible and say that. Conscientiously. The man went AWOL for 27 days and tell all you he taken medical tests, him go be sing Rai Rugby, Black Rambodo, and them say, if you take all the tests in the world, from your toenail to your hair follicle, it could only take 2 days. He take 27 days. And the media studying whether Kamala come to a Monday night forum. More holidays than any other prime minister in history. The laziest prime minister in history. He has played more golf than go to cabinet meeting. More recusals as a prime minister than any other prime minister in history. Diego Martin West never seen him in his constituency. When people flooding, he playing golf in the dry. Second, impartially. He took an oath to treat you, the people, impartially. Geographical discrimination. On the radio today, people can't believe the roads they went down. PNM station, but they now venture out and they get money to go and play in Rio Claro or somewhere. They can't believe. I tell them to drive in Princestown, Naparima, drive down La Brea, drive in Couva in some of the back roads, drive in Tabakit, drive in those areas that MPs of the UNC are there, and you will see discrimination like never before. Impartially, he is partial. Open fire cremation during the COVID-19 so-called fight that they lost and everybody died. Keith Rowley oppressed the Hindu religion and Hindu people in this country without science, without care, where they could not even send their loved ones off in the spiritual manner that they required. Rivers were closed while beaches were open. Doubles were shut down while KFC, you could get your greasy chicken when you want. his divisive messages on Indian Arrival Day, saying that Indians who came here under Fatal Razak signed the contract and made good terms. To the best of his ability was in his oath. Well, clearly he not able. Do the right thing to all manner of people was in his oath. He has suffered children. The Children's Life Fund created by Kamala Prasad Bisesa, he has stifled children. Children have died waiting for approval, being denied, and less than 10 children have received funding. Under Kamala Prasad Bisesa, 153 children's lives were saved. The Judith Jones report, December 13, 2021, rape, abuse, battery of children, not one action. He suffered the children. He cut gate from 726 million down to 300 million, from 59,000 students to 21,000. Cut school feeding, food in children's belly, cut sport funding. He attacked labor while Kamala settled wage negotiations and paid back pay. He attacks labor, give them 2% and 4%, and then say the CPO, not the CPO, it's Keith Christopher Rowley, shut down Petrotrin, 11,364 workers gone. TSTT, 700 workers and more coming. WASA, 2,400 coming. ArcelorMittal, 600 workers gone. Point Lisas, 11 companies gone. MIC, NESC, UTT, Costard, he cut funding. CPEP workers, URP projects. This man has suffered the entire country, but he swore on the Bible to take care of you. This is why elections have consequences. It's not about Horn, it's about Rowley being a miscreant who does not deserve to be the office of Prime Minister. Women, he has taken women back 100 years. It doesn't matter how smart our women are. For the last 30 years, the best SEA, CAPE, and CSEC students have been the girls. The girls have outshone the boys. But Rowley now moves us from scholarship to bursary, and to get a job in his cabinet, you have to pass pum-pum his way. And to get a job as a board member, to get a contract to move forward, you have to give him something because he is sick. When the servicemen and women of this country have been disrespected by Rowley, he swore on a Bible to respect and uphold them. Police, fire, lifeguards, army, Coast Guard, all treated with scant courtesy. They are at the lowest level of morale ever. Healthcare workers and doctors, businessmen and women, Forex, no taxes, more taxes, no foreign exchange. Households, he's taken away the gas subsidy, food price inflation. The elderly and all have suffered from inflation, late pension, NIS collapsing. And in his oath, he also said he will act without favor. Without favor, over 300 recusals. His small pin, Stuarty, what did Rudy and Dasim call him? Sneaky Stuarty. And his father, Daddy Small Pin and Brother Small Pin, over $5 billion in 100 recusals. That's dealing without fear, without favor. That is showing favor to certain people, friends, family, and financiers. Noel Garcia is in charge of spending money and building airport, hospital, central block, every house, sports stadium, anything in this country. Noel Garcia of Las Alturas fame. And you all have the audacity to call somebody else corrupt. You all have elected the most corrupt government in the history of the Caribbean. A.A. Kwamena, Gilbert Peterson, Seltram Bank Governor, Ingrid Ashley, all Rowley's neighbors in Inez Gate. Imagine a prime minister showing favor, so much favor, that he puts people in charge of your money, that he could call them, say, hey, buy your own coffee, come and let me talk something. And you all find that's good governance. And want to attack Kamala because she put on a mask to cook curry in a duck lime? All his neighbors are at Inez Gate. And that's why I must sing from the icons and show you that what the people write, what the legends write, applies to Keith Christopher Rowley. The mighty shadow wrote in the Horner Man crying. His lyrics rang out, and Rowley, this you should write this and stamp this on your forehead. He used to be grinning. He ain't grinning no more. His face always sour. The Horner Man crying. The Horner Man bawling. What goes around comes around. He used to be happy when he horned somebody else. Since he get a good horn, acting like a newborn, The big man getting on like a child, like he needs some tickle to make him smile. Somebody horn the horner man. The man start to slim down, all the muscles trim down. The tabanka rock him like sukuya suck him. Horn has united this country. Rowley is the most despised prime minister in our country's history, and he's become the single most ridiculed prime minister in the history of the Caribbean. A PNM fanatic, also a victim of Rowley's horny goat weed back in 2005, came up to me this week and he said, Anil, Rowley will sue you. He will sue you, boy. And I told him straight, one, you can't sue somebody for talking the truth. And secondly, my lawyers, a few of them are here. We've already sorted out a list of witnesses to be subpoenaed if Rowley want to sue me. Rowley, send it, boy. The Douglas waiting. Send it from the Senate, make 10 copy. Because here the list, and this is just off the top of we head, you know. We ain't really dig deep yet. We subpoenaing Gata Lane mother, Gadsby Dolly, Donna Cox, the mother of twins from Victoria Keys, the wife who eat your chips in Tobago, Jackie Lazarus, Bridget Anisette George, Christine Kangaloo, Judy Raymond, Rhea Tate, the 17-year-old who now 25. And of course we must subpoena Sharon Clark Rowley herself. So bring thing, boy, bring thing, Rowley. You're hiding in Tobago? Tobago done run here already. Now I want, as I go, I'm running out of time, I will dedicate this last song for you, Rowley, because you're no stick break in your ears, and you break all over the place. But Rowley, you're broken, you're battered, you're bully. I never see a dictator so sad, so weak. Tabanka is real. Taranji Banji is real, Rowley. I leave in this one for you. It's a song by Lalman Maharaj. I want my people to get up and dance, boy. Because Rowley, the cat licked the butter.
The cat licked the butter. The cat licked the butter, boy, and good lad watching.